Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today's goal is to get this Evo 8 finished up. In all reality, it should be a very accomplishable goal. We have 6 bushings to press in, so that's gonna take a little bit of time. And then we have the gas tank to install, a few control arms, the filler neck, sway bar, hub assemblies, and that's pretty much it. One thing that I did notice that's missing out of our hardware that we got back from Zinc is one of the toe arm alignment bolts. So I'm gonna have to use something janky for now. I do have one ordered up, but of course it's not gonna get here today. Other than that, I hope everything else is here. Oh yeah, CV axles and brakes as well. We do have to install. So first thing I'm gonna do is just go ahead and get all of these bushings pressed in. I'm still using sockets, which I don't like. I know a lot of you guys don't like it either. So if I get injured, it's on me because I know the risk. That's what we're gonna be doing. If I can use impact sockets, if they'll fit, of course I'm gonna go that route, but if not, we're stuck using chromies. All right, guys, we got everything finished up. Here is how these 4 control arms look. I did beat them up a little bit getting these bushings pressed in, but overall they still look really nice. So we have those 4 control arms to install, and then we have 2 arms right here. So let's get these 6 arms on, and then we can go ahead and move on to the hub and spindle. One thing I'm really dreading, and I always really dislike doing, is e-brake stuff. It's never fun. If you've done it, you probably understand. We got pretty much all of the components installed. Now I'm gonna move on to the e-brake assemblies. So we got some new brake shoes right here, and then this is like an e-brake rebuild kit. I believe I found both of these on eBay or Rock Auto. I'll link them down below if I can find them again. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this knocked out of the way. We just got that cable passed through the brake shield, or the rotor shield, whatever the freak you call it. Let's see if we can get these brakes assembled. All right, driver side's all finished up. So much easier if you pull off the hub. I actually never knew that you could get the whole e-brake assembly on with the hub off. So go ahead, pull the hub off. It makes life 10,000 times easier. Let's knock out the passenger side. And then we have to deal with the axles, calipers, rotors, and we still have to go through and torque down all 5,000 million bolts. Second time always goes much easier. First e-brake took about an hour and a half. Second one took 11 minutes. It's not bad if you actually know what you're doing. So all the suspension is finished up. There are, of course, all the control arm hardware that we're gonna tighten up when the car is on the ground. So when the wheel or the suspension is compressed, we will tighten all the control arm stuff up then. We are waiting on 2 bolts, both alignment bolts. Here is how she looks. Freaking insane, in my opinion, of how good this turned out. Super excited. Next up is the fuel tank. Fuel tank took about 5 times as long as it should have, and to be completely honest, we should have put the fuel tank in first, because as you can see, this filler neck right here runs above the subframe, so we actually had to drop the subframe completely down to get that filler neck in, get all the hoses and whatnot connected. But tank is in, got a little bit of dirt on it, but other than that, she looks freaking mint. So from here we have the drive line. I did pick up some, where did they go? Some Torque Solutions bushings for the drive line. for the carrier bearings. So we'll be using those guys. And then what else do we have? The brakes, exhaust, and I still have to finish up our fuel lines, fuel pump harness, and ABS sensors, which I have new ABS sensors right here, seeing how we had to break the old ones out. Unfortunately, we're definitely not driving this car today. I need to go get some E85. I don't feel like going back to a pump gas tune and then draining the tank to go back to E85, because this car, of course, is much more fun. Pretty much an E85 only car at this point. So I need to grab some E85 tomorrow, so I'm not completely stuck on getting this thing 100% tonight. If we get it really close, I'd be excited. Really wanted to get this thing done today, but to be honest, I'm getting burnt out right now. It's been a freaking long day. Lots of like putting stuff on, having to pull it back off to put other stuff on. A lot of those actions today. And yeah, it's been a very long day. So 100% for sure, without a doubt, I'm not leaving the shop tomorrow until this car is on the ground and hopefully running, provided I remember to get E85. Unless we have enough in the barrel. I know it's really empty, but there might be just enough to get that thing fired up. There's pretty much nothing in there, so I'm gonna grab E in the morning, and then pretty much tomorrow we just have the sway bar, rear brakes, we have fluids, so the rear diff fluid, or gear oil I guess you would say. Tighten a few things up, put the coilovers on. Is that it? Maybe like an hour and a half. Rear bumper taillights, so maybe like an hour and a half worth of work. Throw some fuel in it, gotta bleed the brakes. Oh, new ABS sensors, and then we should be able to fire this thing up. That's gonna be a wrap, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.